have here. 2020 value area high. That's what we said. Well, I guess we're dumping. I expected it to dump, and I guess we said we're gonna go here today, right? So it looks like we're already there, guys. It was expected that the magnets are gonna push.
Shorty. Right now you're
Yep.
sharing your Discord.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, let's see. What about now?
Yeah, you're good.
So today, when we talked about it, when we did the class, we mentioned, hey, we're expecting this to be hit, the 2020 value area high. You guys recall that, hopefully. If not, it was pretty much written all over it. When you look at the daily, we use PVP to find this. Just so you guys know here, when you look at the daily, right, and you look at the yearly setup, so basically you go here, you look at the months, 12 months, you're going to get this 1 year now, and this one is going to be whatever start of the year to where we are currently. So these levels, do they play a role? Yeah, but the POC is fairly important, and we only got like 2 months or 3 months worth of data left to conclude this POC. So these levels can play a little bit of a role. It's better to use them in the next year when we start 2023. This becomes fairly important. But here's the value area high. Now, as we talked about, there's a couple of scenarios that we can do. We can dip here below it and kind of wait for a retest. I do think we need a bounce here very soon in the market. So let's see what they do. If they do bounce, any levels that you guys are expecting? Anyone? What levels are you guys expecting the bounce to? KSN or anyone?
3650 maybe first.
3650? Yeah, not a bad level. I mean, you have 3650, which is your 2021 value area low. That's a good level. And I think beyond that, I think it's somewhere around 3700 that we had. It was 3874, 3881. That was a good level. And then you also had 3765 right in this area that we would have a little bit of volume. So it would look like something like this. And then here, this level is what, 3967? So this one here is interesting because I'm only grabbing from the top here to this candle. We want to grab the bottom, but I don't want to grab this current one that's developing. So for me, this becomes the level here that we were kind of watching. If we were to go up to here, 3967 would be ideal level for shorting opportunity. Longer term, maybe a couple of weeks. Okay,
What
then you have
what would drive a bounce? Like I'm struggling to find anything positive that would actually bounce.
Okay, so there was 58 banks now. I'm sorry, 8 banks now that started cutting the rates. If banks start getting into cycle of cutting rates, the economy is already shit. The only reason why they're trying to cut rates is why?
So they don't have to have as much cash on hand.
No, it's to pretend that they're doing something about inflation. Right? That's the only thing they care about. They want to look good like they're fixing. Government never fixed any inflation. But here they'll pretend they did. So I mean, there is a chance if the economy gets, but I personally think they're being maybe a little bit too aggressive at quantitative easing. And I would think if that's the case, if economy starts tumbling down really fast, I think they will go back and say, hey, we're going to pivot, no more rate increases. We're going to stay flat or rate cuts coming. And that would spike the market up.
Oh yeah, but I'm just like I said, I'm struggling to find anything positive going on right now. I mean, then again, I struggled to find anything positive going on when it ran before, when the war was going on. So
yeah, I mean, it's always opposite, right? But now, remember when the bad news were good news, and when I said eventually the bad news will be bad news? Well, this is the bad news being bad news now.
yeah, for sure.
And they're not treating it any differently. They're dumping. And now in the human mind, like everybody, they're like, is it good news or bad news? No, it's bad news. It's still bad news. It's just, the market looking. So now they're looking, where are we gonna go with this, right? So if you look at ES on the high, for instance, on the weekly, so you have some levels here, right? On the pre-COVID high, you have a level right here, and we can, definitely find them, see what they're hiding as we did today. So the POC is right here. And this POC, I'm pretty certain is gonna get hit. Like
Yeah, you've been yelling about that for fucking years since I've known you, so
yeah.
I agree.
Did I know you for a year? Golly, seems a
Yeah,
lot
I know,
longer,
man. It's
unfortunately.
fucking terrible relationship.
Oh, I agree. As long as it's mutual, that's the part. So this is where I would expect, some buyers to come in. And I don't know how many people would expect this, but I'm pretty sure some retail is watching this, whoever's using volume profile, they're watching this level. And this happens to be our quarterly mid on the clouds as well. So we'll watch this. Obviously, we have a shelf here, 35.77. So let's see, where are we now? 35.12. There's a little shelf there. Then you can mark this guy here. They'll try to defend this one here, 34.34. And whenever I mark these levels with black lines, that means just a volume shelf for me on my chart. And obviously there's a bunch here below that we can mark, but we don't want to kind of add too much on the chart right now. So these will be the levels. I do expect us actually to open green tomorrow. We tapped this level after hours, not much could have been done. I do expect us to find buyers here and pop an open green tomorrow, but let's see. I think that would be in their best interest to do. Otherwise, they're going to be paying me really nice tomorrow on the SPY 360 puts.
I had a question regarding the elections. Do you think that could play a factor?
It can, but the problem is before the Feds had the upper hand to drive that. If the Feds reverse what they're doing, let's say the slowdown and quantitative easing, if they add more money, you're hurting the people. And what are people going to do when the bread's $12? You're going to blame whoever the president is. There's no. People are just like that. Whether it's Joe's fault or not, it's relevant. But the current president always takes the blame for whatever that is. So can they run it up financially? Do they have the means to do it? Yeah, of course they have it. Will they do it? That's a different story. I think they want to, because that's the only thing that might save some people from, in the office. But I just don't know if they will and how, because you have to release the funds. You have to increase the money supply if you want to do that. And right now, dollar being very strong, it's going to be hurting a lot of businesses overseas.
That makes sense.
Did you watch the video that I posted on 5 minutes on FX?
Milkshake theory?
Yeah, the milkshake theory. Did you have a chance to watch it?
I haven't had a chance to watch that one yet.
Oh yeah, I would definitely spend 5 minutes. I think it's like 6 minutes max. I would definitely watch that. They'll explain the dollar and the movements and the transactional and the the balances. But this would be a really good level here, guys, for going obviously long. What I marked here, does everyone know what this is now? What is this here? This red line here, what is it?
It's support turn resistance.
Yeah, this is our support. We got one tap. Of course, we got two taps. We came under. We couldn't. Now, if we push back up, for the most part, you guys should know what to do here. If we don't see any manipulation in the market, it would be an easy short.
Take it short, yeah.
Yeah, we would take a short, and then let's say if they if they want to run this, let's say a little bit higher, this would be a really good entry as well, 36.24. And then as you approach this kind of high volume node here, it lines up with 2021 value area low. This will also be a pretty good opportunity for shorting. So that's something I'm watching here. On this, I'm just gonna add the SVP real quick. And yeah, this
Shorty
PS
says we open green and futures start complying.
yeah, most likely will open green. This right here will be retested, VPOC. Here, I'll put it here and I won't remove it. I'm telling you, you're gonna be here within 6 weeks. We'll let the shorts get killed. So we got this. Now let me just a moment, disabled. Oh, what is this drop from? Does anyone see the importance why would this level be good for shorting? So how does anyone see, for instance, how to play tomorrow if I'm up to this previous support, the turn resistance? How would you play this? Anyone?
Price rejects here, then the retest shot.
Okay, well, I need to know where's your risk, where's your stop, where's
mean, it
your
could be-
entry. What? Like
it
I
could
need
be
a little bit more detail.
Two things. So on the retest of that support turn resistance, you would take a short position. Your stop loss can either be the value area low, or it could be the drop POC.
Yep. So if you think about the reward and risk, right? So here, let's say it is getting back inside, and here you had a little bit of, retest. So this here becomes your initial, if you want to play really aggressive, short side, you could put a stop loss right here about 36.18 or right below behind this little shelf from the couple of days before, which would be kind of value area low. If you do that, your entry would be, let's say 36.13. So you're giving about what? About 8 points stop, right? So that means if you're going to be looking for a stop of 8 points, your target, what do you need it to be?
16 points or more.
Yeah, you need it to be, you need to go find a play that's going to do that. And then you got to look at the probability of that happening. So if you short it, if you short it here, is there a chance that you can go to 2022 value area low? Yeah,
Yes.
there's definitely a chance. That'll be 835. But I would probably look to trim some right here. And the reason behind that is that, on this one here, even though it's grabbed, but we had a failed auction here. Did you guys notice that here? How does this profile look on the top versus the one on the bottom? Is this one smoothed out or is it
No,
cut
you
off?
have way more volume at the bottom.
Yeah, so guys, this is a failed auction. We're gonna be pulling towards this level fairly quickly. So 35.95. And look, we're beaming from here, guys. Like, look at this.
You have,
Yeah.
like if you take it from the whole consolidation from, the 22nd on, you have that same thing going on. The same failed auction, as well as you can see the shelf. And it's right around the point. 36.15, you have the
You said
whatever it is, 13.
22nd?
Yeah, it was
Oh, like
the,
for right here? Like the entry of it?
yeah.
Okay. All the way
Yep,
to the
right
bottom?
to there, yep. Yeah, see how it just dies right there?
Yeah, I mean, you have, yeah, so this level here is gonna be crucial. We're coming here, guys.
Yeah,
If
for
you're
sure.
playing futures, you can just get 20, what is this, like 18 points right here? Well, I would have gone long here if I was trading. Well, that was an easy money here. I mean, it just popped 71 to 85, 15 points. What, $1,000? Okay, so your PD value area low is right here. Man, these pressure headaches are my least favorite that I get. Oh my god.
Yeah,
It's
man.
like
Sinus
pounding.
headaches suck.
Dude, did you
You
see
guys
my
have a lot
DM?
of.
I did, yeah. I ordered on Amazon, but it won't be here till Tuesday.
Oh, that's gonna change your world.
Oh, your neti pot thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been using one of those too.
No, like seriously, my wife and my son both have like allergies, and my son used to get bloody noses like 3 times a week, and now he'll use that probably like 3 to 4 times a week, and everything's cleared up completely. No more allergies, no more bloody noses.
Yeah, it works well, man. Thanks for the rec.
No problem.
Just
Okay.
don't do it before you go running.
Oh yeah, increases the airflow a little bit.
If you want to increase your airflow, wax your nose. It's like the weirdest feeling ever.
That would
Whoa.
be so painful, man.
I
I think.
I did it accidentally. I was in Dubai and I went to get a haircut and my beard trimmed, and the guy does everything right. And then
Yeah, they do that.
when he was
Dubai.
done, he tells me, "Hey, do you want wax?" And I thought he was asking me if I want beard wax. I'm all, "Yeah, cool, whatever." Next thing I know, I have 4 cotton swabs up my nose with hot wax, and I was like, "What just happened?"
Saw that on Instagram.
Almost like
And I was literally like scared for my life. Like, this dude's gonna pull
that's
this out of my nose. But it felt great afterwards.
not. I bet. Yeah, I just don't know about that.
Like I said, I didn't do it intentionally.
Well, if you saw a guy putting wax in your nose, I
No,
would
like
have asked him to
he's
stop.
he's standing behind me. I didn't even see it coming. Like, I was getting a haircut. So he's standing behind me. He reaches around. I didn't even see the Q-tips until I felt the warm feeling in my nose, and I was like, "Whoa!" Just happened. Anyway,
Okay. All right. So on this right here, we have a couple of confluence items, right? So we have the flip here. If we see any weakness here, this is a good entry, right? You take it here. You can keep the stop loss as tight as this shelf here, right? Because usually when you have when you have a little gap, skinny belly, like we do here, you can put that stop loss slightly above. And these guys are texture. And same is said here for, if we climb into here, we might not even make it to this area because they might reject it right here at this level, 36085. So this is the ideal entry, if we come up to here, let's say we gap up, we go above 3620, then this 3650 comes in really, really big. Here you have the 2021 value area low, and you will have the PD POC here. So this will be fairly big level as well. This is something we would watch. See, so that would be one, and there's a zone around it. We would scoop that POC all the way to up here, 3649. That'd be the level we watch. This area is very congested here. It's something to watch tomorrow. It's almost like if I was to play this, I would honestly play it this way, but maybe a little bit further out contracts like SPY or something like that. Why do you ask me if I wear glasses? I'm not following. So that's something that I would look for if we go, and if I'm looking to scalp and get a little bit quicker money, then it's this one here, or what I had here previously. Okay. Any questions on this one? It's fairly easy. And then if you look at let me make sure.
the retest of 3613 is going to happen pre-market.
Yeah.
It's going to suck.
Well, I mean, you just place some orders there.
Futures, yeah.
Oh no, what the hell? Who? I meant to apply the default only for this one.
Put it back. Put it back.
uh, I'm afraid it's doing it to all. Okay, I'm not gonna mess with it. I just want to check the weekly here real quick. All right. So our weekly value area is right here. Okay, so something I mentioned to you guys before, maybe you guys don't remember. When you look at the significance of support and supply. So if you think about it, this was the low, right, of this point here. This supply is the reason why we broke that low. So if we come back from here to here, what should you do? You should short it. At this level. It's going to be an easy level to short, just knowing that this supply is super, super strong. So this one is going to be really, really crucial. And we might not make it all the way. It might be in this area, literally what's highlighted between the two. Somewhere in here, that they push it up to here as well. This is just naked trading, right? Add volume profile, I can remove it. They might come up to here and short it. It needs to make a lower high. Otherwise, you know, it invalidates this if it pushes over it. But there's a high chance that we come to this level here and we dump.
Sorry, Shorty, really quick. How do you look at the yearly volume profile, the PVP?
So under technicals, go to PVP, periodic volume profile. Go there, change the bar to monthly, and then change it to 12. There's 12 months in a year.
Oh, weird.
And
Mine
you
only
got-
went back like 2 years.
No, okay. Yeah,
Same for me.
4.
I also can see 21, 22, but not 20. On
Oh,
ES
you
at least.
have. Oh, because your row size is 24. That's how you're looking further back, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right. Makes
There's
sense.
mine.
Got to do row size of 24 to look back further.
Yep. All right, so that'll be ES. Fairly simple on that one.
Hmm. Yeah, mine's only going back 2 years too.
All right, let's see what we got here. Yeah, I think we're gonna reclaim this level here. 1NQ. This looks like a dangerous.
Mario, can you mute yourself, please?
Oh, my phone froze.
Look where the volume picks up. Right here on that shelf. We are far from these levels. Yeah, we'll watch when it comes to this. If it comes to 1100, that'd be a good level. And then the value area low of the drop here is 1100 as well, so it's pretty good. And then if they break these levels up to the upside, they would need to break previous day value area low, previous week value area low, and then to get to 11,250, which is not doable. But let's see if they regain this here. What should you guys do considering we're in a new month?
Draw the
Also
prior month's
yeah, you
value
need to-
areas.
Yeah, you need to add the prior months. I mean, some of them are gonna be up there, right? That also looks like a really good rejection if it pushes up all the way. But there's massive volume here.
Did you look at September's at all?
I just added it.
I mean, I'm sorry, on ES.
Not yet. I think this one's gonna be the first one to bounce.
We know, look how crazy that looks.
Uh, and the POC is right here, 39. What is it? 39, 30? Yeah, I
Yep.
mean, this level here is this level here is loaded. Like a lot of stuff here. I honestly think we're gonna go to here. They're gonna find a reason, news or something to push it.
What VPOC is that? Like, is that on a weekly or?
No, the VPOCs we find on a daily, right? So if you look here, so if you look at 30 minutes, where's the VPOC? So it's this one right here. So this is your Where was it? Did I lose it? It's right here, sorry. This VPOC here. See, the price never came back to it.
Got it.
Yep. There's a little bit, yeah, there's another one here, at 4,000, that's also a VPOC.
Isn't there one at 3780 as well?
3780.
Right there.
This one, got tapped.
Yeah, I got tapped on the 23rd.
Yeah, it got tapped the next day with the 2 hammer candles.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, do you see this now? Let me hide this. Yeah, see that? Got pushed. Oh, look at the futures. Holy crap. I guess they're listening to me, huh? What a run.
You're
Wow,
so lucky, Shorty.
They're blasting it from here.
So for tomorrow, you're saying to look at the support now resistance at the
Hold on, let me go on.
3613.
I'll take care of that.
Say it again. I'm looking at
For-
3613 to see if I can get a short there.
Okay. And if it goes above the previous day value area high, which is a few points higher at 3621.75 and retest, then we should apply the 80% rule to at least the POC.
That's if it goes in
Okay.
here and this drop POC becomes your bottleneck in that trade, right? It's not always as like go here and then take a long here. I would wait till this
Okay.
clears and then take it, right? I wouldn't risk this over, what is this? 3
A
points.
couple points. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. And then the short would be somewhere around here as well. Oh my god, they're running on steroids right now. Yeah, look at these.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I'm telling you guys, we're gonna open green. So watch when we just come to this level right now. Just watch the reaction of the stock market. There's probably right here, 30, what is this, 594.50, but that level here is gonna be important. There's some volume in these buying here. Well, I'll reject there.
Shorty, what is this drop POC?
Drop POC is basically when I look at the price when it was having a downtrend.
Mhm.
Right, so what I did here is I grabbed from here to here, right? From here, what did we say, September 30th to the bottom here. This is my POC. See it right here?
Okay, thank you.
Mhm. That's our POC that we were watching. Let me see Amazon. All right, do you guys remember our 105 puts for Amazon? That we swung? Yeah, they're paid really well. Well, it looks like we're breaking here a little bit. But remember, there's a really strong demand here. If you grab from here, let's say you grab from here to here, you'll see that there's a lot of demand here where we are right now. If we lose this, just look, if we lose this level that we are on right now, 113, and then obviously if you lose this tiny little shelf at 112, there's a chance that you go to 111, but there's a lot of volume here. If you guys remember, Amazon consolidated at this level and then barely ever broke 100 when we looked at it when this was happening, right? Well, actually never did. So where can they, show up to be? Well, let's see. So we're right there now. We just broke below it. So this shelf here looks like 111. So if you break, between what level do we say? 112.6. You can short it to 111. Ideally, what would you guys want to play this? How would you guys want to play it?
retest long.
Yeah, we can go retest long, but you know, if they climb this up, the ideally would for me would be that they go here, right? And then they fail and they come for this. This would give me a lot more confidence to take it to 101. And I would short it. Because right now there's no confidence, right? There's not aggressive selling here. I mean, yeah, 2 candles, but there's no follow through. And I'm on 4 hours. So if I go on daily, the bearish candles, they have a lot of follow through there. We didn't make a lower low. We made equal lows, I would say. Higher low here with the higher high, lower high with, I guess, lower low. And now I guess you made a lower low with the higher high. As you guys know, the trend is lower highs plus lower lows. So we really haven't had confirmation here. And a lot of people that are going to be shorting, price action traders that are going to be shorting here at this level are probably going to get eaten alive. Because they're going to be expecting what number once they shorted below what, the 112? In their
It's like
head,
level at 100.
well, first level, I would expect that they're
At
watching 110. They're going to go here and be like, oh man, we're going to bounce right here and I'll get out. Well, you're going to bounce a lot sooner than that. So right here is where they're going to get a bounce and they're going to protect this little area. They usually do. At 111. So they're playing this for 64 pennies. This break here. If this supply was super strong, let's say this supply here, it now when it breaks here, when it comes up, let's say it pushes it up to this level, and then it breaks this low, that's good. Then we know anytime you come to the supply that you're gonna have a really strong, just like a previous test that we talked about on ES on the naked chart. You need this supply to break the structure here of the lows. And if it does, and it somehow manages to push it back up, retail or whoever buys it, then it's an easy short. We just got to watch it. You can short here. Ideally, what you want to do is they want to, you know, if they do this, this would be the ideal short for me. Is if they do something like this, if they're able to push it up that high, that's great, and then come back. But I don't think we're going to get that far. I don't think we can break this supply right here now. Yeah, so there's not a lot of meat. I mean, can it go to $100? Yeah, but it's going to be a little choppy here. It's not going to be a straight shot like we got a couple of plays on Amazon here. So not the most ideal setup. Okay, well, Google is headed here. We got a little bit to go. So we want this retest as we talked about. We want to get a retest here. We want them to push it up to like 102, 101. They gave us an initial one here. They came back right into that supply and then they dumped it. And now ideally, if we can get this, well, let me remove this line. Why is this following line so much? If we are able to push it back up, that would be great. And even if we push it to 98, that would be a good short as well. But right here, this is a good spot for some swing long. At least it is for me. Let's see. What else? We talk about AMD. AMD is approaching buy levels as well. So 58.45. Still got a little bit to go. Look at this PD value area low test. Drop below and look at the retest when you guys start believing in these things. Look at this. Weakness, continue higher. Your first stop is the low here and you would have reached it and you get out. Man, they're gonna try to push this 360 tomorrow. Does anyone see this?
I do now.
Yeah, a little bit broadening formation here. Yeah, we'll probably bounce here where we bounced on ES and then continue higher, see if we can push. Man, it would be ideal if they push 373-ish. And the 375 level is gold. And you guys see here, this short opportunity lines up with what? See the little high, well, not high volume node, but we could break through this. If we break it, then you see that there's a massive high volume node here from the month before. And that also happens to be, what is this, July POC?
Yeah, that's right where that VPOC is, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe you're right. Yeah, this one, yeah. The POC here, VPOC here, and then you have perfect, man, this is perfect here. Look at the short opportunity here where it's at.
Yeah, lucky, huh?
All luck, man. And I would personally just grab this whole area here just because it's a
It was there for a
narrow
little while.
value. Yeah, I spent some time there. Yeah, this would be the ideal short, guys, right here. That's $20 from now. Nothing this buy can do. And look, that broadening formation would line up somewhere. Wow, it could be this week as well.
This
that
week?
we do that. Yeah, we could make that. It'd be great. Sure.
Wow, futures really ripped.
We're just lucky.
ES is like flagging at 3,591.
Somebody could have made a couple of grand on that. And I said it's gonna go And then what Dumpster did, it's not a bad idea to look here where your consolidation VPOC is or POC. If you look, this is a really nice value area low here. Yeah, I would look to short here on SPY. Acted as support here. It had a little spring from it and came back. Lost it here, retested and went down. So that's a fairly important level. And for all the trend people, here's your trend. Man, this level here is going to be crucial. 36. I hope they bring it tomorrow here. This would be ideal.
I think there are a couple.
Are they? Oh, there it goes. Did we have a reaction to that level? Yeah, we did. Okay, we're not gonna break this right here. Watch this now. This might be a good opportunity to short some stuff here. Yeah, they might setting up for a short here. How beautiful is this, guys? You go below it, you reject it, you go above. What do you do here? Quickly retest, but we haven't done a real retest yet on this to make sure it's real. That's beautiful. Well, we called it live on the watch list, right? Did I reject there? That's very close. Yeah, there it goes. This would be the level, first level where they take some profit. Any other tickers you guys got? Anyone?
IWM.
IWM? IWM reached our level of. What do you guys notice about IWM here on the bottom?
Looks like a failed auction.
Definitely a failed auction. Failed auctions get resolved, don't they?
Yeah.
Can you show the failed auction?
Yep, right here. Now we have multiple wicks next to each other like this. That means they could not agree there's a failed auction.
Got it.
That's mentioned in a cooling book. I think it's like page 34-ish, 5-ish. I'll just put this real quick. Most likely headed to 152. It's probably gonna have a little bounce here. Yeah, it's headed here to 152. Pretty certain. It's gonna go. We're gonna get a little bounce here. This inverse hammer is gonna cause that on the weekly. So this is something I would watch on it. This little consolidation, break this. The upside, you have a chance to run about 7 points higher. Most probably start from here. And yeah, this would be a great rejection right here on it. I would wait for short right here. On IWM.
Can you do sharp?
Yep.
Thank you.
And shop needs to go to 20. Yeah, 20 needs to happen on it. That's there.
A giant milkshake of liquidity has been created by global central banks, with the dollar as its key ingredient. But if the dollar moves higher, this milk
Once it breaks this 25 level, there's probably 80% chance it's gonna go to the 21. I wouldn't touch it till then.
Shorty.
Maybe just break this. Yeah, there it goes. Look at that. They're running. And where do we get hit?
That's nuts. Right at the PLC.
Surprise, surprise. Perfect. You guys happy with it? And we might get this run up real nice here tomorrow morning. It'll be fun to see what they do. Yeah, ideally, this is a good short. Just we're running a little hot now. So let's, if they go over it, they come back. That's a setup for a long when you can catch a couple of points. Well, let's see what they do. Seems like they're running out of steam a little bit here now.
Yeah, we're just above PDC.
PDPOC?
No, prior to close.
Oh, PDC. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I was like, I got a
No,
2 mile
that's a
level.
bit up there. Yeah.
Well, yeah, this is PPT team working overtime tonight.
I was gonna say it's nice and late for them.
Yeah, I think Joe called them tonight. He had a sense of urgency. You know, if they drop this 3,500, well, there's a strong chance you go here. This is a really good level to short here.
Nasty candle.
Yeah, and that 1
Pin
minute.
bar. Yay, baby.
I just don't trust 1 minute much at all. There's this one. I mean, it has 1 minute to close. This would be a pretty good candle. Look at that bearish volume, guys. Price going up, volume going down. And just pay attention. Last time you had a pin bar here as well. This might not be a bad short here. And where would you guys put your stop loss if you're at short this? Anyone?
Right
Man, screw
above
this. I might
that,
just hop
was
into
it
this.
36.13?
The top of that volume node.
I would just probably put it right here, tight at 3609. That's where actually I will log in and put it right now. If I know how to use this trade station. It's such a shitty platform. So what my profit is 35.98, it would be 35.95. And I always get some bullshit about retrieving information on this shit. Yeah, guys, if you're playing treachers, this is where I would go short right now, like literally right here.
It's looking really good.
Yeah, I didn't mean to make it a live trading session, but yeah, this looks pretty good here. If we clear this little level here, this adds a little bit of confirmation for you. This right here, if we clear it, this is it. And see, you're still in the trade. This is your stop loss right here. You still be in. What could you do to find where you're gonna get out? Anyone?
Take the run up volume.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is pretty good. Here we go, guys. Let's go.
So this is a retest for a short.
Yeah, this is a good short. So we hit the POC to a penny. We grabbed it from here. We grabbed it to the bottom. This one here.
Yeah, but I mean the current candle, it's like a retest.
Yeah, this was a retest for short.
Alright.
Yeah, so we came back to this POC of a sell-off. And now if you're playing, you know, short here, your first exit would be this value area high, which is 39.56. Mine was 39.5.5 as a take profit here. Be about 10 points that you catch on the ES.
Alright.
But there's a lot of shit going on, it seems like right now. I don't know if there's news or whatnot, but let's see. But this looks fairly weak unless it breaks this. Should give a big candle now. Upside, downside. Yeah, there it goes. Give us that nasty drop. I'm gonna try to connect my broker here. Well, not my broker, the what's it called, the trade station here, and see if I can hook it up. I think they have a plugin. All right, guys. Well, unless you guys have any questions, that would be it for me tonight. I just don't feel too excited to be looking at a chart at the moment, to be honest. All right, guys. Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and we'll see if we can make some money together. I'll probably be live. I think I have a few things between. Let me see, 9:30ish. Calendar. It's quarter end month, so dumpster is gonna be busy. That'll be good.
Fucking month end.
Is your fiscal quarter now, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be on live tomorrow. So,
I'll see you
all right,
then.
guys. All right, guys. See you
Thank
guys.
you.
All right, thanks.
Thank
Shorty.
you.
Feel better.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Shorty.
Better, man.
Guys.
Some
See you, bro.